Hi, my name's Jonathan Hicks. I'm at the Dice Cup, and this evening I'm joined by
Steve.
And we've just finished playing Jaipur. Now this is a two-player game, and Steve's going to explain how to play.
So in Jaipur it's really easy. You're trying to get the most money, and effectively in the middle there are these goods. You've got precious metals with silver, rubies and gold, and you've got kind of silks and leathers and spices again. So these are worth more than these, and the cost is effectively the number around the border. So this is worth 5 monies, and everything here is worth money. You've got some bonus tokens, which I'll explain here, but at the end of the game you're going to collect as many tokens as you can, flip them over to the money side and see who's got the most points. In Jaipur it's dead easy. You've got a hand of cards, and on your turn you do two things. So my hand of cards at the start of the game, my herd of camels, every time you get camels goes here, and my hand of cards basically resorts to good cards. So these correspond with the purple tokens here. And on my turn I can do one of two things. I either trade with the middle or I buy stuff. To buy stuff I hand in one type of good and as many cards as I want, and I get that many tokens in the middle. So I could hand in one silk and take that token there. But what would be a better move would be to hand in as many silk as I've got. Basically, I've got 3 silk. I can hand in all 3 silk and take all 3 tokens. And you'll notice that the tokens kind of decrease as they go down. These start off as 4s all the way down to 1s. So I've just taken the 5, the 3 and the 3 in silk, leaving 2s and 1s left. Now I'll take them, brilliant. Also, if you manage, the reason for waiting might be that you want one of these bonus tokens. If you hand in 3, 4 or 5 goods at the same time, you get a bonus token. So I've just handed in 3, I get an extra point. These can get me 1, 2 or 3 points, 4, 5 or 6, or up to 10 points in that pile if you manage to get 5 of a kind. The second thing you can do on your turn is you can trade with the middle. So now I've got no cards left. If that's what I did in my first turn, I could trade with the middle. When you trade with the middle, you can either take 1 card for free, put it into my hand, and a new one can out, then it will be Jonathan's go, or you can take more than 1 card. Now if you take more than 1 good, you have to replace that good. So I might decide to take this ruby and this gold, and because I've taken more than 1, I have to replace it with either cards from my hand or camels from my herd, or a mixture of. That's what camels are used for. So I could put these 2 camels back, having replaced them with equal number of cards. On the other thing you can do with the middle, rather than taking this good, is you can take all the camels. So on Jonathan's go, he might take all the camels. He's now got a herd of 5, which means I now have a choice of these things, but I've got no camels left, so I can't take lots of cards at once. I might just be resigned to taking 1 gold. There's a couple of other rules as well. So for example, the precious metals, when I trade for these, I need at least 2 cards. So I can't just trade 1 red card for this red 7. I need at least 2 red cards, but if I did, I would get 2 red tokens. So I could decide to trade these 2 gold for these 2 gold here. 1 would not cut it. Effectively, you play like that until either 3 of these piles have depleted, which is usually the case, or this draw deck runs out. If this draw deck runs out, the game will end, and as soon as the game ends, it ends instantly, and you count the points, and the most points is the winner.
All right, what do you think of it?
I really like this. It's one of my favourite 2-player games, mainly because it is so hard to find a 2-player game where you're trading. Often you're trading, when you have trading games, you're trading with like 2 or 3 people, and I might trade with Jonathan, and the third person kind of gets cut out of the trade, or you effectively trade with a bank. Here you're trading with a communal pile. Any cards I put down, Jonathan has the opportunity to get, which is a bit weird. So I kind of got that dilemma of, do I kind of get these 3 and give Jonathan access to something? Do I take all the camels and risk maybe when the board refreshes, Jonathan gets a really good choice of things to pick from? You've got a hand limit of 7. You can never go over 7. So sometimes I've got 7 cards. Jonathan goes, right, I'm going to take the camels, knowing that I can't take advantage of things he's left behind. I think it's a really, really tight game. You kind of get this cat and mouse at the end. Neither of you wants to kind of let the other person have like a free shot at a card they need.
Rating out of 10?
For a 2-player game, I think it's brilliant. I'd rate it 8.5 out of 10.
Okay. Steve's bang on with his description there. It is very tight, and it's very unusual being a trading game like this. I like the racing element, the idea that you might want to cash your cards in early because the coins you get are worth more points if you grab them sooner. But if you wait, then you can get those bonus cards in for handing in 3, 4 or 5 cards at a time, and it's like, what's the best one? You can see your opponents stealing the most valuables from each of the piles, and maybe I should go for it, but if I get an extra one, I'll get the bonus tile, so that's really interesting. I really like the camels as well. It can seem like the camels are not that great, but when you see your opponent suddenly sweep up 4 great cards in the middle and use his camels to replace them, you're like, oh, I wish I had some camels. So I really like that aspect of it. There are plenty of interesting decisions. Personally, I find it quite abstract though. There's not really a lot of theme here. I mean, you're kind of trading for stuff. but I like a bit more storyline or something in here. So personally, I think we're on a 7 out of 10, but it is a very solid 2-player game, I think. All right, thanks for watching. That was Jaipur.